Going into it, I was pretty nervous, but after giving it a try, I was pleasantly surprised. Hey everyone, it's Shelly. Welcome back to my channel. This is the second time that I'm recording this video because yesterday there was a crazy leaf blower outside, so that's not going on right now, and I decided to use my microphone up here because I know that sometimes when there's background noise, even though it's not too loud, somehow the camera decides to pick it up. Fingers crossed that this works out a whole lot better today, but I'm really excited to share with you 6 eco-friendly swaps that help reduce waste. Over the past few years, I have been thinking and trying out different ways that I can reduce my waste in general. And so I'm excited to share these things with you today in case you're looking for any ideas on how you might be able to get started or add into what you're currently doing. For me personally, I feel like this is still a learning process for me. There is a wide array of different things that we all could be doing. I definitely don't do this perfectly, and I know it can be challenging for a lot of us to do that, but I still think that a lot of us doing small things can also make a huge impact. All right, so we're just gonna jump right in and get started. So the first item that I wanted to share with you is a metal razor. So I have a separate video where I unboxed and assembled the leaf razor that I'm holding here. I've had this for a couple of years and have been using it since I got it. I would consider this product one of the items that I was maybe a little bit more nervous about picking up because the initial cost to purchase a metal razor is a little bit higher than those like plastic disposable razors that you would find at the drugstore, but also something about a all metal razor in my mind was a little bit scary. Going into it, I was pretty nervous, but after giving it a try, I was pleasantly surprised. So like I mentioned, the one that I have here is by Leaf. I got it in 2019, and I will link that other video up in the cards and down below in case you want to check it out. I will not show you this up close because it does need to be clean. One thing I will mention is it does kind of pick up some soap, so you will need to clean it from time to time, but I will insert a picture here of a brand new one in case you're wondering what it looks like. So I personally purchased this in a set from Leaf's website. It basically came with a starter kit. The last time I checked their website, the kit for the razor, like the metal body portion of the razor, a stand, 60 blades, and a recycling tin for the blades is a little over $100. I know that's a pretty steep like entry point into lots of different types of products, but using it over time and knowing that you really only need to purchase replacement razor blades for this on an ongoing basis is kind of where the cost balances out. So I saw that for 50 blades, it costs $12 plus $4 for a recycling tin if that's something that you wanted as well. You may be able to recycle these blades at a local like scrap metal recycling location near you, or you can also participate in Leaf's recycling program where you'd actually have to mail it back to them. The razor is able to hold 3 blades at a time, so if you're getting a box of 50, that's changing it about 16 times. So $12 for 16 cartridges, if you will, because if you were to go to the drugstore and buy the plastic razor where the top cartridge comes off, that's like maybe 3 or 4 for $16 to $20. I really feel like that's where the long-term cost saving is. So that's just a piece of information that I wanted to share with you in case you're interested pricing wise. As far as using the leaf razor, I will say that it comes with a little bit of a learning curve. It's definitely something that I would recommend taking your time with in the beginning if it's your first time using a fully metal razor. There are some others out there that only use a single blade. I have not tried one of those, but I am a little bit curious about it. Although I do keep in mind that I still have this one that's working totally fine after 3 years, so I'm not really looking to switch anything up just yet unless I, for whatever reason, really need to. I think the most confusing thing for me was like, how do I change the blades out? And after doing it for the first time, I feel like it was pretty easy. It was just kind of like a new thing that I just had to wrap my head around and get used to. But since doing it for the first time, I think it's very easy. Feel free to watch my other video to check it out if you want more instructions on how to do that. The next item that I wanted to mention is shaving bar soap. So basically it goes along with the razor, and I believe that this bar soap is formulated a little bit differently from like your traditional bar soap that you might just pick up off the shelf at the drugstore. I feel like this one has like a lighter lather. It's not as like thick and like luxuriously foamy as like a Dove bar soap, for example, but the whole purpose of that and the reason why it might feel a little bit thinner is so that it doesn't get stuck in the blade blades. I don't yet have a particular shaving bar soap to recommend that others try. I'm still trying to, you know, try different ones out and see which one that I like the most. When I first picked up the leaf razor, I was actually using like the other ones that come in that like can from the drugstore, and that definitely gives a different experience. I feel like it was a little bit easier to use those products. However, I do realize that that does produce a lot more waste, which is why I switched over to a bar soap. I think the next one I'm gonna try is the one that Leafs makes. It's sold on their website, so that's kind of what I have in mind once I run out of the current one that I'm using and need to replace it. The next item that I wanted to talk about is laundry detergent sheets. So it's actually been quite some time now since I actually bought like one of those huge plastic jugs of laundry detergent. I would say it's probably been around like at least three and a half, 4 years or so since I've had one of those like liquid laundry soap jugs at home. As with the theme of pretty much everything in this video, the reason why I switched is because I wanted to move away from having that giant plastic container to throw away every time, cutting down on waste a little bit more. So the laundry detergent sheets that I've been using are from Sheet's Laundry Club. It comes in this cardboard box. There are lots of different brands to choose from out there. I have definitely kind of jumped around and tried a couple of different brands, and personally I feel like there has been some consistency with how clean all of them get my clothes. So as far as I can tell, the couple of brands that I've tried seem to work just fine. I personally have not had any like allergic reactions from any laundry detergents or anything like that before, but I normally stick to the ones that are unscented only because I am a little bit sensitive to smells and I can get headaches from time to time depending on the scent. So I just kind of like to keep it nice and easy and get the unscented version. I have also tried some like powdered laundry detergent or laundry detergent like tablets that are kind of like a powder that they like compressed together in one tablet, and I feel like the detergent sheets actually dissolve a lot better in the wash. I typically use like tap cold water is a setting, so I don't think it like makes it any colder or warmer. It's just whatever temperature it's coming straight out of the tap, and these dissolve just fine. There are some other like tablets that I've used where it seems like warmer water helps it dissolve a little bit better. I've seen like powdery chunks in my washing machine before with those others. That has not happened with the Sheet's Laundry Club detergent, so I'd recommend checking it out if you are interested in going down this route. So like I mentioned, I do use the unscented versions, but they do have other options that you can choose from that do have a little bit of scent if that's something that you prefer with your laundry. Again, on the topic of laundry, I wanted to mention wool dryer balls. So these replace dryer sheets for me. That's also something that I've stopped using for a couple of years. I have not bought any dryer sheets for quite some time now. And for the same reason, it was making me uncomfortable to continually throw out the dryer sheet in the trash when I know I could have been avoiding that. So I switched over to these wool dryer balls. They're about the size of a tennis ball. I would say like the ones that I have are a little bit bigger. They're really great at fluffing up my towels when I put my towels in the dryer. The ones that I have are white, and it did have like a star pattern on it, but it has worn off over time, so it's kind of fading away. This particular brand that I purchased, they do have some other cute ones in like different designs and also different colors. So they have a set of gray in case most of your clothes might be like dark colored and you're worried about some of the like lighter fibers getting stuck on like your black pants or something like that, for example. I have actually not really noticed that being an issue, that, you know, any of the wool fibers get onto like darker clothing. That's not been a problem for me, and the ones that I use have been working perfectly fine. One thing that I would warn you about is they are a little bit noisy. There are 6 in a pack, and I put all 6 in my dryer at the same time. So while my clothes or towels or sheets are kind of tumbling around in the dryer, there is quite a bit of movement in there, and so I wouldn't say it's like completely disruptive or anything like that. And obviously the wool makes it a little bit softer. I have seen other like, I'm not sure what it's made out of, if it's like a plastic or some kind of, not rubber, but something along those lines. That's way louder. But for me, the TV is kind of close to the dryer, so I can't be watching anything while I'm drying anything in the dryer. So I just wanted to give you a heads up about that, but otherwise they've been working perfectly fine. Next, I wanted to talk about some hand soap from a company called Blueland. So in my recent monthly roundup video, I did also talk about these hand soap tablets there as well. And I don't know why I haven't mentioned them more, because I have been using a Blueland hand soap in like all of the bathrooms at home for like since they first came out, honestly, which I think it's been at least a couple of years now. maybe about 3 years or so. So I started off with their starter kit online for their hand soap, and basically that includes a glass hand soap bottle with a foaming pump dispenser and a couple of these tablets. Basically all you do is fill up the hand soap bottle with water and then drop one of these tablets in. It takes a little while to dissolve, but then magically you have some hand soap. I do notice that Blueland does come out with some seasonal scents. So normally during the winter time you have some like fall winter smells, and then I did also notice recently that they came out with like a spring summer kind of scent as well. So that's just something cool that I like to keep an eye out for in case I'm interested in switching up what my hand soap smells like. But they do also have a like kind of core original line of 3 different scents, and I really like the lemon scent in that line. Obviously, I've been really liking these hand soaps because I have been using them since they first came out and have continued to use it since. I also think it's a quick and easy way to refill my hand soap, but also have like a stash on hand in case I happen to run out. I think I have at least 10 or more hand soap tablets in this bag right here. Basically, what that means is I can refill my bottle of hand soap about 10 times. And I think that's so great because this saves way more space than having those like plastic bottles of hand soap like underneath your kitchen sink or in a cabinet somewhere. It also helps to reduce that gigantic plastic refill bottle or individual hand soap sizes as well. I do also feel like this is something that's quite cost effective because after you get like some kind of starter kit, the tablets are only $2 or $3 each, which is much more affordable than a lot of the other hand soap options out there. You do not need to buy their starter kit if you already have like a foaming hand soap dispenser at home already that you can fill and use these tablets. I think this is a great solution and I will continue to use it. Another product that Blueland makes that I have really been liking is their dishwasher tablets. I did pick up one of their tins because I didn't really have any other container that I could put these in. But if you do have an empty container you can use, you could just buy a package of these dishwasher tablets from their website. I have been using these for quite some time too. Initially when they launched, I think it was really just about cleaning products and hand soap, but they didn't quite come out with the dishwasher stuff yet. This one's a little on the newer side and I haven't been using it as long. Plus I already had some other dishwashing soap that I know I just needed to get through before transitioning into the Blueland products. But I think it's so great and easy that I can just go online and order a package of the refills when I need them. Blueland ships their products with compostable packaging and their paper mailers are made with mostly recycled materials. Each dishwasher tablet is about 35 cents per load and I feel like they've been getting my dishes cleaned really well. As much as possible, I do try to shop locally, either with a small local store or a store here that I can just drive to and pick up the things that I need. I know that you may only be able to purchase some of the brands that I mentioned in this video online through their direct websites. The items that I mentioned in this video that I have actually seen in person in stores are the leaf razor, different brands of shaving bar soap, the wool dryer balls, and also laundry detergent sheets. I have also seen dishwasher tablets of different brands as well. So I think that it is very possible to find these things in your neighborhood or somewhere nearby. But in case you can't find them, I have left some links down below in the description so you can check it out. Let me know down in the comments if you have tried any of these products, if there are other similar products that you like that I should try, or if you have any recommendations for any other sustainable products that I might want to try. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see more videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!